What is going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with my third video of the day, and it's a Cleveland Guardians article review for you, coming from our friend Jeff Passan over on ESPN.com, as today he posted an article collabing with Hailey McDaniel, giving us his top 50 trade candidates in the MLB and where they would fit best. He even adds that they'll be updating it weekly. So you might be seeing this kind of video once a week now. We'll see what happens. But this will be a nice and short video. No need to really make this any longer than it has to be. So we're just going to go through the names that were mentioned, and I'll give my thoughts. And of course, at the end, I'll do the whole Guardian or Nah ranking at the end. So the first player that I'll be talking about is none other than Cedric Mullins from the Baltimore Orioles. Man, I don't know if I've said this, but of all the potential trade targets for the Guardians, I think Cedric's up there in my top 2 or 3. Now, contract situation, he's a rental. Yeah. Yep. He's a rental. So after this year, he's a free agent. So if we don't get him via trade, we could always try to get him in free agency. That'd be cool if we'd be willing to pay up. Now, as you see, Jeff Passan also listed some other teams that could be a fit for him: Philadelphia and the Mets. Now, could either one of those two teams potentially outbid the Guardians for Cedric? Yes, I think they very well could. They gave a chance of trade a 70%, so more than likely he'll be traded, I think. And I would love to see the Guardians get him, right? As it says, he's a 30-year-old center fielder in a contract year who contributes in a number of ways, but his power numbers are trending up this season and are at their best since 2021, when he went full-time batting left-handed, because he was a switch hitter. Then he switched to being a straight-up lefty, and his power numbers are going up. So that'd be great, right? Now, the second player mentioned is Luis Robert Jr., outfielder from the White Sox. Chance of trade, 90%. Best fits, San Diego, Philly, Cleveland, New York Mets, and San Francisco. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to say this is a no for the Guardians, because he plays for the White Sox. And do you really think the White Sox would willingly trade a player with 2 club option years coming up to a rival? It'd be different if he was a rental. But he's got 2 club option years for $20 million per. Yeah, Dolan ain't paying that money. That's a no-go. Not even going to get into that one. Next, of course, Taylor Ward. Again, this is what, the 3rd article I've seen? I'm making up new words. Wow. This is the 3rd article I've seen with the Guardians as a destination for Taylor Ward. And again, I'd be all for it if the Angels were to sell. Although, you see, they gave a chance of trade of 45%, so not likely, but you never know, especially with the Angels. Best fits, San Diego, Philly, Seattle, San Francisco, Kansas City, Cleveland. Yeah, a lot of bidders. And I don't think we'd be able to outbid a team like San Diego or Philly or Seattle or even San Fran. But you never know. And again, I don't see it happening, unfortunately. But it'd be fun. And if it doesn't happen, it would just simply because the Angels just didn't sell. And then the final player mentioned, once again, another feature of Adolis Garcia, who, once again, linked to the Guardians. Starting to notice a trend. Garcia and Ward have been linked to the Guardians a few times in these article reviews. Chance of trade, 80%. Best fits, Philly, Seattle, Cleveland, San Diego, San Fran. So pretty much the same teams. And I think we would actually be able to get Adolis too. I would love Adolis Garcia on the Guardians, right? Averaged 30 homers in 2021 through 2024. He has fallen off since 2023 career year. It's worth noting that his per ex-WOBA, he has been the 17th most unlucky hitter in the big leagues this year, and he has another year of team control. He'd be like a Lane Thomas situation, again. And with him being so unlucky, he fits the Guardians. Let's just say that. He fits the Guardians with his lack of luck. So we go to my Guardian or Null ranking. Coming in at number 4. Well, it would have been Marcell Ozuna, but he's not on the list. This is normally a top 5, but there's only 4 names mentioned. Yeah, Ozuna's not even mentioned for the Guardians, but he's still number 5. But coming in at number 4, I have Luis Robert Jr. He's a rival. He kind of stinks. And 2 club option years for $20 million per. No. Guardians are not doing that. Nope. Straight up. Coming in at number 3, Adolis Garcia. I would love him, but again, I mean, there's a lot of bidders. I don't know if it would actually happen. Number 2, Taylor Ward. Again, I would love Taylor Ward, but are the Angels even going to be sellers? Hard to see. We have to wait and see, right? Hard to say at this point. Mixing up words and stuff out here. What the heck am I doing? You know. Oh, man. But if the Angels were to sell, I would be so happy if we got Taylor Ward somehow. That'd be awesome. And then, of course, number 1, by process of elimination, I got Cedric Mullins. I know he's a rental, but if you do bring him in, and if you don't bring him back next year in free agency, he wouldn't really disrupt the system, right? He wouldn't disrupt the timeline for Chase DeLauder or CJ Kayfist and them. And honestly, I think he'd help him out, right? He'd be a good piece for the lineup. He's way better than Lane Thomas, in my opinion. But again, you know, he's a lefty, and I don't know if we really need a lefty. I think we'd more likely need a righty bat. But yeah, I would love Cedric Mullins. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys tonight for Blue Jays Guardians. That being said, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Guards. And I'm out. Bye-bye.